This week's episode of Sake's story was very fascinating to see because Sake, he's still very much a player. He's still very much hype, even in the past. It's still awesome to see how Sake is being portrayed in the manga because Sake, he definitely deserves it. But enough of me talking about Sake for just 1 minute. I do think it's so hilarious to me how we see these prisoners. They were so stunned about Meno actually killing, like literally eating someone alive to the point they were willing to work their asses off, even if it meant they froze to death. They even are blatantly admitting that they would rather freeze to death than being eaten alive by a dinosaur, and that says a lot. And it's so hilarious to me how some of these people they seem to get like injured on purpose because when you get injured, you actually get a path to be able to see the doctor, and apparently the doctor is weak on the eyes, and obviously that's Sakura. But it's so hilarious to me how that Sakura at the current point in time, she doesn't have a ring, she doesn't have any tradition with Sake, and obviously, Sake's going to give it the ring to her by the end of the story. But the fact that Sake is not even aware that Sakura is nearby, it's so hilarious to me how she could be so surprised when it's actually the prisoner that's been honeying over his wife. And think about Sakura, it's kind of hilarious to me that even as a kid, she was getting looks from a lot of people, whether we're talking about Rock Lee or even Naruto, and still to this day, she's still a pretty impressive woman, and and the fact that she's still getting hit on, despite that she's married, she has a kid, and it just really goes to show that Sakura, she ain't no ordinary woman. She still got she still got the talent to be cool, but be cute at the same time. And it's really awesome to see how Sakura is going to be portrayed in the manga, but enough about that. When Sasuke actually returns to the jail cell, she actually so baffled that a dinosaur can be, naturally alive. Like, it really blows my mind that this guy can actually control a dinosaur with seemingly without a summoning jutsu, and it just really baffles me to how you have this dinosaur that could do all this. Like, you have this dinosaur so damn strong. Like, even in the recent episode of Boruto, Sasuke took care of that wolf with ease. He literally scared him with a mere glance of with his eyes. But this dinosaur, when Sasuke actually made an excuse to actually leave the jail cell, actually somehow miraculously winning the dice game, actually going to confront the dinosaur. The dinosaur, he wasn't even afraid whatsoever, despite the fact this is Sasuke Uchiha, and the fact that he was willing to actually engage in the fight of Sasuke Uchiha, the fact that he wasn't even affected by Jinjutsu, that actually surprised me when I first saw that. And it was just so cool to me how seeing Sasuke was trying to take it easy with it. He was like trying to take the easy way out, because if he actually tried to kill this dinosaur, the prisoners, I mean, the bodyguards, the administrator of the jail cell, they're gonna find out who it is. They're gonna keep it on lockdown, and that would be not that beneficial for Sasuke, because he's still trying to find knowledge of how to heal Naruto, a knowledge of the Sage of Six Path, and so he's trying to keep it on the down low. But the fact that he did it on accident, the fact that he literally used ice style and shredded that monster on accident, it's just so cool. It's so hilarious to me to see how much Sasuke was holding back, and yet he was still able to defeat that monster like with nothing. It was just so hilarious to me. And the next day comes around, we see somehow miraculously this monster is back to normal, regenerated all his limbs somehow. It's just crazy to me to see how it's so confusing how this monster is able to shrug it off like it was nothing, unless they have a farm of these damn dinosaurs, or if these dinosaurs are like man-made. I actually am curious to find out, because I didn't read the novel, so I'm actually curious to see what direction they're gonna go in. And for the fact that Sasuke was actually confronted by Zenzuo, I believe his name. The fact that he immediately suspected him, and the fact that Sasuke was so slick, he was so smug, he tried to pull the Genjutsu, but none of that worked because this guy literally put glass eyes in his eye socket. And I'm assuming that's probably what happened with the dinosaur, why the dinosaur was affected. And the tension is rising with Zenzuo and Sasuke, because now Sasuke you can't just take the easy way out and just make him forget things. You can't just put him to sleep or any of that. So Sake's going to have to get a little bit more serious, and it's going to be interesting to see how Sake's going to confront Zenzuo, Meno, and the whole jail cell as a whole. And I'm curious to see how Sasuke is going to be able to get the info that he needs, along with Kakashi. Kakashi is apparently trying to get info as well. I do wonder how this whole scenario is going to play out. But regardless, this manga has been the spotlight of Naruto easily way more than Boruto. I would say I would genuinely love to know where you would rank this among the current media of Boruto. Would you actually prefer this more than Boruto or prefer this more over Momorai? I actually would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. But otherwise, this was a great chapter, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one.